Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Global economy.
January 7th. 10 o'clock America New York. Europe leads pack on LNG imports as global competition for fuel heats up. EU nations bought 101 million tons last year, 58% more than in all of 2021.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
January 7th. 8 o'clock America New York. Martin Shkreli's observations on the criminal justice system. Believe it or not, I spent time on Christmas Day, before we went out to an early dinner, watching the whole 1-hour-plus interview that Laura Shin did of Martin Shkreli.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
January 7th. 6 o'clock America New York. Some UFO political economy. Wall Street Journal columnist Hallman Jenkins explains how some UFO enthusiasts are a bit beyond the pale. The UFO crowd wants an alien invasion for Christmas, December 23, 2022.
New York Times Business.
January 7th. 5 o'clock America New York. As Asian societies age, retirement just means more work. Across East Asia, populations are graying faster than anywhere else in the world, and while younger generations shrink, older workers are often toiling well into their 70s and beyond. A man working in a tea shop in Hong Kong.
New York Times Business.
January 7th. 5 o'clock America New York. The hottest Gen Z gadget is a 20-year-old digital camera. Young people are opting for point-and-shoots and blurry photos. Sadie Gray Strasser started photographing with a point-and-shoot digital camera when she took a semester off from school. Marginal revolution.
January 7th. 046 America New York. How long does a Roman emperor last for? Of the 69 rulers of the unified Roman Empire, from Augustus, d. 14 CE, to Theodosius, d. 395 CE, 62% suffered violent death. This has been known for a while, if not quantitatively at least qualitatively.
Global economy.
January 7th. 0 America New York. How to manage your pension without running out of money. Cost of living crisis increases risks of taking out too much too soon.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
January 7th. 0 America New York. The race to build the Yellowstone universe. Amid tight deadlines and freezing temperatures, Paramount churns out prequels to generate programming for its streaming service and capitalize on a hit.
Global economy.
January 7th. 0 America New York. Central banks should sacrifice ambitions of a perfect economic landing. Policymakers need to heed the risk of a recession and market turmoil.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
January 7th. 0 America New York. The executive who made winter gear high fashion. Remo Ruffini bought Moncler, founded decades ago by mountaineers, and transformed its down puffer jackets into runway must-haves.
New York Times Business. January 6, 2249 America New York. Ant Group says its founder, Jack Ma, will relinquish control. Ant Group, the fintech sister company of the e-commerce behemoth Alibaba, is one of China's most influential companies. Jack Ma in Majorca, Spain, in 2021.
Daily FX Market News.
January 6, 1900 America New York. S&P 500 and Dow break higher despite strong recession signal. Key U.S. event risk ahead. The S&P 500 managed to pull out a strong first week of the year performance on the back of a modest NFP's beat and ISM service sector activity reading that seems to amplify the recession threat. Is the hope of a modest relent from the Fed on rate hikes enough to offset an economic slump? The markets will mull this question over next week.
Daily FX Market News.
January 6, 1900 America New York. Australian dollar outlook. Volatility kicks in for 2023. The Australian dollar had a bumpy ride into the new year with Chinese policy adjustments and US dollar fluctuations running amok. Will AUD/USD find its own path?
BBC News Business.
January 6th. 1725 America New York. The pandemic entrepreneurs moving into the high street. Entrepreneurs who started internet firms in lockdown are making the transition to bricks and mortar.
BBC News Business.
January 6, 1720 America New York. Mortgage rate pain for first-time buyers. Higher rates mean that some people are putting off buying a home or renewing mortgages.
BBC News Business.
January 6, 1719 America, New York. Are tech job cuts a warning for the wider economy? A question mark hangs over whether job cuts seen in the tech sector will spread further as the economy slows.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. January 6, 1648 America, New York. Macy's reports uneven holiday season as inflation continued to pressure consumers. Shoppers spent less on electronics and jewelry, but more on food.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
January 6, 1235 America, New York. Is rapid job growth a good thing? Yes, ceteris paribus. So how can we explain this? In an interview with the Financial Times, Geeta Gopinath, the fund's second-in-command, urged the U.S. central bank to press ahead with rate rises this year despite a recent moderation in headline inflation following one of the most aggressive tightening campaigns in the Fed's history. Marginal revolution.
January 6, 1156 America, New York. Friday assorted links. 1. More Scott Sumner movie reviews. 2. Why do they hate the children? Hat tip at Pmarka. 3. Apple unveils AI-voiced audiobooks. And some insights into how ChatGPT models work. And can ChatGPT do analogical reasoning without explicit training?